Good morning, cats.
Good morning, cats.
Good morning, cats.
Good morning, cats.
Good morning, Wildcats.
Morning, cats.
Morning, cats.
Good morning, Wildcats.
Good morning, Wildcats. This is for you. Roar!
Hey cats, today is Wednesday, April 1st, 2026. I'm Gabriel and you're watching Katznews. Our daily quiz for today is: when is prom? A. Thursday, B. Saturday, C. Sunday. If you send the correct answer to Mr. Mendoza at Valentin_Mendoza@pbsd.net, you can get 20 roll points. Please don't forget to include your student ID number before the end of the broadcast. Today's national day is April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day is on April 1st, has long been a day where practical jokes and tricks are played. It's a time when children convince their parents they're broken a bone. Parents got in the planning too. Of course, the trick
I'm here with,
Mr. Serrano.
and what made you become a teacher?
The crazy high salary that comes with being a teacher, the rock star lifestyle, the millions that I get in my bank account. But no, the serious answer though is that when I was in high school, I had a history teacher that just had a pretty big impact on me. And I would say until I had this teacher, I didn't care too much about school. But after his class, I started to put a lot more effort. And so I just feel like I've always kind of wanted to have that same effect on other students. But that's the real reason, not the crazy high salary.
Okay, that's good answer, good answer.
Yeah.
Right? How do you feel that you were chosen for Teacher of the Week?
I'm super proud. I think I'm going to put it on my resume. And I mean, it should be probably the very top thing on my resume. So, but no, in seriousness, it's fun and I'm happy to do it. So it's pretty cool.
What subject do you teach here in Waterloo High School?
I teach world history, ethnic studies, and I've got Avid as well. And so my day is pretty much split between like 60% history, 40% Avid, more or less.
And while you were growing up as a kid, did you always want to be a teacher, or did you have another career choice?
I mean, when I was a kid, like maybe elementary, even like early middle school age, I used to want to be an astronaut. But then I realized how much math you have to know to actually be an astronaut. And as soon as I realized how much you've got to know, I changed course. But no, I would say though, even kind of like mid to late high school, I didn't know for sure, but I definitely had the idea that I was into, I don't know about teaching, but I was super into history. And then after going to college, I definitely found out during college that I wanted to do it. So not super early on, but I'd say like in early college, I started to get the idea that I did want to get into teaching. But
What advice do you have for what advice do you have for students that are probably like struggling with classes in classroom?
There are a couple of things. The first one that I just thought of just on the fly, I did not have this like in my head ahead of time. Try to use whatever resources are available. I know sometimes there's tutoring and things like that. And back when I was going to school, we did not have that, and whatever tutoring we had, like my parents had to pay for. And it wasn't a lot, like we're not rich at all. We're definitely not rich. So if there are resources like that, try to take advantage of it. What else is some good advice? Maybe the things you do now, they might affect you a lot more than you might think in the future. So try to at least keep yourself pretty composed. And it's always, I don't think it's possible to be on top of everything and to balance everything like properly and correctly and to be in extracurriculars and have a 4.5 GPA or whatever all the time. But just try your best.
How do you feel about the students that you've had in previous classes that are going to graduate now? Like, what are your thoughts on it, or how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm definitely proud just because I was telling you guys off camera just before this, but it's my 4th year as a teacher overall. My first year was at a different school in a different district, but since it's my 3rd year here in Watsonville and I started with sophomores, if you just do the math, it's the first time that I ever actually have my own students that are graduating. And I usually skip graduation and I just go somewhere else to hang out with my coworkers. But I think today, or not today, sorry, but this year, it might have to be the one time that I do actually go to the graduation. So definitely proud.
Well, thank you for your time, and thank you for allowing us to do this.
Of course, it's fun.